六章死人のたたり。
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are trying to achieve the quote-unquote true good ending in Deathmark 2 and the bonus chapter, which I found out you can only get if you play through the game once and get the good ending. Then you are able to achieve the truly good ending. And then that should unlock an extra bonus chapter. And I'm kind of excited to see what that looks like, and I figured you guys would probably as well. So I have kind of diverted from trying to do a full death run to just trying to achieve secret bonus level, I guess. Since afternoon classes are still in session, the faculty room looks emptier than usual. Mr. Konoha, who's sitting in the back of the room, notices my arrival. Ah, you're here, Bilicium. His voice sounds weak, and for some reason, his complexion doesn't look so good. Are you all right? I assume you are inquiring about my physical condition. No, I am not well. I've been feeling lethargic and sluggish all morning. Perhaps it's the ravages of stress taking a toll on my body. But that's enough about me. I heard you received a notice yesterday. How did the investigation go? I give him a detailed report about Mr. Kokuri's case from beginning to end. The sour expression on his face as he listens to me recount the events of last night tells me all I need to know. Goodness gracious. First Izumi, then Horikoshi, now Kakuta. 3 students have gone missing under my watch. And yet again, you failed to protect the targeted student. Oh my. Can't even find the words to justify your poor performance? I suppose it's better than forcing me to listen to your pitiful excuses, though. Mr. Konoha, you can fire me if you like. But how would you stop the departed then? Mr. Konoha falls silent at my words. You're right. No matter how many valid complaints I have, it doesn't change the fact that you're the only hope I have of rectifying this situation. I let out an overly exaggerated sigh. Is that overly exaggerated enough? I understand the situation he's in. Plus, what else can I do other than threaten him to stop bothering me? However, one more victim and you'll be dismissed. Sakamoto has backed me into a corner. She's suspicious of you, especially in regards to Doryu and Kinakawa, but she's misunderstanding the situation. Your last chance, understood? Yeah. Good, that's all from me then. Don't let me down, Bilicium. Aye, aye, Capitan! I leave the faculty room, feeling Mr. Konoha is still staring daggers into my back. Honestly, I couldn't care less if Mr. Konoha and Sakamoto suspect me. But if I get kicked off campus, I won't be able to investigate. And I know I'm the only one who can pursue the departed and bring this to an end. I can't afford to make any more mistakes. A chime sounds over the speakers. Looks like class is over already. What do I do now? I really want to start doing some investigating, but I have no idea where to start. The departed, who is still hiding at Konohara Academy, is playing their cards well. There don't seem to be any clues left. If I have to pick one spot that still has some ties to them, the clock tower seems like the prime spot. During summer vacation, Doryu, Michio saw the female doll in the red dress there. At that moment, their bodies were afflicted with a curse. If the departed was the one who caused it, then that tower is probably connected with them. There might be something in there. Maybe I can get some more info if I talk to her. Should I go visit her? Sure. Duryo is standing near the window when I enter the student council room. She notices my presence right away and turns to me. Ah, so you're here today. I heard about Kakuta from Michiho. Yeah, it was really unfortunate. Say, Duryo, there's something I want to ask about the clock tower. Ah, that reminds me. I haven't told you about it yet. About what? I actually went to the clock tower during lunch break yesterday. What? You shouldn't be taking risks like that. Spirits don't show up during the day, so it's fine. I didn't go inside, though. The door wouldn't open. That's weird. Did someone lock it? That's unlikely. The key to the clock tower is missing. Nobody's able to enter the clock tower right now. But it was open that night. Was that the departed's doing? Probably. Looks like I can't investigate the clock tower just yet. About that clock tower. One time the clock tower doll I saw made the school newspaper. I was skimming through the school's old newspapers this morning hoping to get information about the departed. And then I found an article about a female doll. Mr. Kanoa told me the school's historical records were lost due to the war damage. But they're to have been buried in the school newspaper archives. Aren't you squeamish when it comes to horror stories and the likes? What made you do that? Oh, I just wanted to be of some help. Tell me the details. Yes. There was a rumor going around Konohara Academy. Years ago, the first headmaster built the clock tower to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary. A stylish stone clock tower that stood tall in the remote countryside of Konohara. Many students were wondering what the inside of the tower was like. Overcome with curiosity, some eventually snuck into the tower. What they saw inside the tower was the first headmaster's collection. There were a lot of antique things, but the item that caught the attention of most people was a doll wearing a red wedding dress that laid on a stone altar. Rumors of the doll spread in no time because everyone was interested in its origin. However, the first headmaster had already passed away by the time, so he was unable to answer those burning questions. With nobody to tell the truth, wild speculation regarding the doll ran unchecked. The first headmaster, who had always been fond of antique goods, had bought that doll from a European family. It's a cursed doll that was modeled after young girls who became sacrifices. The first headmaster had craftsmen make the doll to enshrine the deities of Konohara. It's a doll made to calm the souls of a student who lost their fiancé and committed suicide. No definitive answers were ever found because there wasn't anyone around who knew the truth. In the end, everyone forgot about the doll in the clock tower once the war broke out. And that was the rumor featured in the school's newspaper. It's truly an interesting story, but the rumor has so many variations regarding the origin of the doll. Which one is the truth, if any? Right, let me confirm one thing. Are there any rumors about the doll moving? No, not at all. Oh, okay. There are people who have seen the female doll, but not when she's moving. Guess I'm the only one who's witnessed it. I've got to go soon. Thanks, Duryo. I hope that information could help you in some way. I have to head out as well. The teachers told us not to stay at school. I say goodbye to Doryu and leave the student council room. All right. We have maybe a moment of truth. Let's go to the infirmary here. There's still some time left until the students have to go home. Let's go to the special building. Maybe there's someone there. Okay. So, I'm hoping that because we played through, we got a good ending, this is actually going to work out for our benefit. Let's see if anything changes. When I enter the faculty room for a second time, I see Sakamoto inside. Still plaguing our school, are you, Mr. Bilicium? I asked Mr. Konoha to do away with you, though. Oh, don't worry. He heard you. He told me that I'll be dismissed if I make another mistake. That Konoha is far too lenient. If an incident occurs, it'll be too late. We need to deal with this problem quickly. By problem, are you referring to... I believe she's referring to Doryu and Kinakawa. Yeah, Doryu and Kinakawa. Good to know you understand it yourself. I don't know what kind of nonsense you've concocted in that skull of yours, but I assure you, there's nothing going on. I have no intentions of doing anything untoward with any student. And yet, an incident can still occur even without a teacher having any such intentions. Just like Mr. Heroes, the art teacher Sakamoto told me about when I was investigating Slipmouth Kashima. Both Kashima and Manabe had a crush on him, which spiraled into tragic consequences. I've warned Doryu and Kinakawa not to get close to you, but seeing them defend you so fervently, the situation is getting dangerous. That's what my intuition as a woman is telling me. So Sakamoto chid Doryu and Michio because she believed in her intuition. Insist is a misunderstanding. Try to convince her. I believe I want to try and convince her, right? Hold on. There's a reason why both of them are defending me. Among all the teachers, I'm the only one who's taking their concerns seriously and pursuing the departed. This departed nonsense again, really? You really think you have carte blanche to do anything just because you're investigating the departed? Takai, Izumi, Hirokoshi, and Kakuta, 4 Kinohara students who have mysteriously disappeared in a short period of time. I'm sure you realize how unnatural that looks, don't you? But I'm not asking you to believe in spirits, but you need to understand that I'm the only adult here that's trying to do something about those students' disappearances. Mr. Bilicium. And they're just trying to help me. They want to bring peace and normality back to the school, and they're trying to help in whatever way they can. That's all that's going on. Well, that went in a different way. Sakamoto leaves the faculty room without saying anything. Oh my god, we might have actually saved her this time, guys. I'm so excited. All right, let's go to the library. The library. When I step into the library, I find a girl whose appearance clashes with this place. Oh, what are you talking about? She fits right in. Sup? Kakuta didn't come to school today. You know anything about it? Sorry, no idea. There's no way I can tell Marahashi about Kakuta's death. What are you doing here? I'm just chilling here. I got no place to go. Not after I learned how terrifying that corridor was. Then you should just go home. Didn't the teachers tell you not to hang out after class? Who knows, maybe something weird will happen to you again. Stop acting like a teacher and don't freak me out like that. I was about to go home anyway. My body just feels really heavy somehow today. Are you gonna stay until night again? If you do, be careful. I have a bad feeling. I say goodbye to Marahashi and leave the library. Bye, Marahashi. I'm glad you're alive. The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. It's finally time for students to leave school. I head back to the infirmary and try to come up with some kind of strategy for tonight. All right, well, we're going to the infirmary because it told me to, and I follow directions. Sometimes when I remember to. Welcome back, Mr. Bilicium. What are you doing here, Abe? School ended a while ago. You better go home now. Goodness, that is too much. I'm not asking for grand gesticulations of friendship. I still don't know how to pronounce that word. But it wouldn't hurt you to be a tad bit kinder, you know. After all, I have come all the way here to provide you with information regarding the departed. Come again? With the lack of a notice and no new pertinent information, I'm pretty desperate. Let's give him a listen for now. All right, I'm listening. Tell me more. Before we get to the meat of my report, there's something I'd like to tell you. This will be my final act of assistance. I shall cease pursuing the departed after this. Oh, really? What's with the sudden decision? I saw something with my left eye. I witnessed my own tragic end, assaulted by a terrifying demon with numerous legs. By demon with numerous legs, I assume he must be referring to some kind of a bug. If you want to deride me for my cowardice, feel free to do so. But I won't die if I abandon my pursuit now. My master has also warned me to do so. I'm not going to laugh at you. You've made a wise decision. However, it seems like you have not been afforded the same option. You cannot run from the departed any longer. So this is my parting gift to you as you take another step closer to death. Thanks. I like parting gifts of death, maybe. The departed, a name we learned through the notice. However, that sinister name has existed since long before we first heard of it. 100 years ago, before Kinohara Academy was even founded, a dark incident occurred on these lands. There was a small village called M-Town near Kinohara. At some point, residents of M-Town succumbed to an unknown disease one by one. In the end, the village was destroyed, and the incident was forgotten. But one of the residents said this before they died. That's some good coffee right there. This is the departed's wrath. This is the most valuable information I've ever found. That's some interesting information. Where did you learn it? From the former headmaster. He liked to study the school's history during his spare time. When the first notice arrived, I went to him and asked if he knew something. So he told you about the departed's wrath? Yes, it sounds like a mere ghost story to him more than anything. He was a realist. He didn't believe in the departed. If I remember correctly, that headmaster died of a heart attack, didn't he? Yes. If he were still alive, you might have learned more valuable information from him. Right after the departed's notice first arrived, the only person who knew about their past died. Another convenient coincidence. Well, I shall be going home soon. To tell you the truth, I've been feeling under the weather. Perhaps I'm possessed. Now that I think about it, I've heard similar complaints from a lot of people today. It could just be an outbreak of some disease, but the events of last night suddenly crossed my mind. What if the departed's transformation now gives them power to not only affect the school, but humans as well? Or am I overthinking things? Mr. Bilicium, the gruesome death I saw with my left eye also applies to you. What awaits you is an inevitable catastrophe. I hate to see the great spirit doctor lose his life this way. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. After despondently speaking those words, Abe leaves the room. I guess I'll take that as a sign that he's really worried about me. Aw, Abe, you care. You really care. The sun sets and darkness falls on Konohara Academy. How many times have I greeted the night here? Why is the phone ringing now? Mushi mushi! Ah, it's me, Michiho Kinakawa. Thank goodness you're still at the school. What's wrong? Just wanted to ask if you made any progress with your investigation. I'm curious. I'm in front of the school now. Mind coming out? I don't mind, but we could just talk over the phone. Oh, geez. It's fine, isn't it? I'll be waiting then. Sakamoto just gave me the warning today. Oh well, I have no choice since I made a promise. Should I head to the main gate now? Yes, please. I'm very excited to see how this goes down. I'm also going to save here, 58. Just in case I mess something up. I hope I don't. I've worked far too long in trying to get this. The lights in the hallway are glowing red. Given the lack of commotion right now, I'm guessing nobody's noticed yet. Oh well, it's pretty hard to miss, so someone's going to notice it sooner or later. Yeah, I've been working pretty hard to make sure that I do this properly. So I hope I don't mess it up. Michio's waiting in front of the main gate. The moment she sees me, she rushes over like a puppy. That was my impression of a puppy. Good evening, Mr. Bilicium. You look tired today. Too, not surprised though. How are you feeling? Same old, a bit tired since I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Right, I forgot. I got a call from Miss Sakamoto earlier. Did you get scolded again? No, the opposite. She apologized because she felt like she went too far about the stuff with you. Oh. Is it because of what I said to her? How very kind of her to take immediate action after she changed her mind. Isn't that great, Mr. Bilicium? She won't be picking on you anymore. I hope that's true. How's your investigation going, by the way? Did you learn anything new? Not a lot, but I tell her about the story of the departed's wrath that I heard from Abe. Wrath of the Departed? That sounds like something from a fantasy novel. Did the previous headmaster tell you anything? Nope, I wasn't particularly close to him. I'm student council vice president, but I usually just have Himi deal with the teachers. Oh, okay. There's something that caught my attention. I remember M-Town coming up in one of the cases somehow. Now that she mentioned it, the name does sound somewhat familiar. In which case did the name M-Town show up? Alright, so I am going to actually cut out a majority of this because I do believe none of it's going to be new. This whole area was new, if I done it correctly. Just like the conversation with her. So I'm gonna cut this out and I'll bring you back in the next section where things get different. So if I don't have certain sections in, it means that basically you play them straight. There's no special things that need to be done to be able to get the true good ending. Yeah. So we're going to cut here, and I will see you in a bit. And I've brought you back because apparently this section here is also super important. Once again, I arrive at this place. I recall the story I heard from Doryu this evening. During summer break, Doryu and Michio discover the doll the first headmaster put in here. Is it here? So I ask, swallowing down my saliva. My mind is screaming that I'm in grave danger and should not take one step closer. That bell, again. Michio doesn't seem to hear it. I really am the only one who can hear it. The bell stops ringing. What's wrong? Nothing. Let's go. It's open. How? This is our chance. Let's use this chance to solve the mystery of the clock tower. Yeah, sure. I step into the clock tower. The unpleasant smell of dampness and mold hits my nostrils immediately. Wait outside, Michio. I'm coming with you. I'm not scared at all. No, I want you to keep an eye on the door. If I get locked up in here, things will get really bad. Oh, okay. I'll keep the exit safe for you. Be careful. Michio has left the investigation. Michio leaves the clock tower.
ここ
An old Western-style cabinet with several talismans pasted on it. What do you know? Michio was telling the truth. Let's take a closer look. There is a drawing of a centipede on the talisman, just like in the photo from the book. These talismans seem to be sealing something sinister inside. However, a plank is preventing me from opening the door. I need to get rid of it first. Okay.
よし
A mannequin without limbs. Has it always been clothed? Oh, it sounded like creaking in a boat. We're not in a boat, we're in a tower. And we're on the first floor.
よし
A dusty stone floor. Now that I look closely, I can see something resembling a tooth stuck in the gutter. All right. Oh, who was that? I blurt out the question. But there is no reply. The silent darkness is the only thing accompanying me in here. I mean, and also the person who's talking to us in our head. Let's be honest, okay? There is a large wooden box against the wall. I peer inside to find a crowbar and a wrench. I can use these to get rid of the plank. Obtained large crowbar. Obtained blackened wrench. Hang on. I notice something and look around the room. I don't see any more stairs to climb. This is the top floor? But there's no altar anywhere. The female doll was placed on an altar. That's what Doryu had told me. Hold on. Okay. The same story was in the school newspaper. So why isn't there an altar anywhere in here?
よし
There is a large wooden box. Looks like there's nothing inside. I wanted another tooth. It's okay. I guess we didn't need one. Shut up! Despite my pleading yells for the unknown entity to stop their oral torture, the voices continue on. It feels like there are insects crawling inside my head as it drones on and on. Kill, you said. What? What do you want me to kill? But also, tooth? I would like tooth? Take aim and swing down. The gap widens and the tooth is freed. Hooray! I'm gonna have a full mouth of teeth when I'm done with this. Maybe even a double row. Who knows? Alright, now let's open this up with a large crowbar. Now, I believe we want to approach this in a sort of different way. There's an old book inside. M-Town's private records is written on the cover. Is this the old book we're searching for? Obtained old book. This is written in a peculiar ancient script. It'll take me some time to decipher the contents. Shit. My headache is getting worse. But I have to read this. This must be where the departed's secret. What is happening? Suddenly, the letters turned red. Red. Bright red. I can't read the book. Like this. Tell me, what's written here? Oh, thank you for telling me. All right, so that's what's written here. Kill. Do you want me to kill someone? That badly? But who? All right. Dear husband. Oh, hello. Future bride-to-be. Are you the departed? Did you eat kokuri? This is neither a dream nor a hallucination. The departed really has transformed. Dear husband. What are you gonna do this time? Where is Michio, by the way? Thank you for the food. Don't tell me you ate Michio? Kill. Kill who? You've killed so many people already. What the hell do you want me to kill? The departed is clearly a monster. I don't really want to get close to it, but what should I do? Okay. Threaten to throw the wrench. Yes. I try throwing the wrench near the departed's feet. Did I manage to intimidate them? The wrench hit the departed's feet instead of hitting the floor near their feet. Something about the departed's scream earlier seemed strange to me. Looks like the attack is working. I want to believe I made the right choice. Dear husband. Okay. Oh, this is playing out in a different way. I like it. Dear husband, kill. Did they just say kill? They keep whispering the same word over and over. Are they telling me to kill the departed? Or what? Does the departed want me to kill them? Large crowbar. Take a defensive stance. Yes.
これでどうだ
But this just doesn't feel right. For now, I should try defending myself with the crowbar. I strengthen my defense and watch the departed wearily. Wearily, sorry. But then the departed's moans, and they sound rather mournful. Why would they do that? Are things not going as they expected? Did I make the right choice? What are you gonna do to me, you bastard? You dirty rat. That eerie voice has sent the world careening on its sides. I'm so dizzy I can't even tell if I'm still standing. My head is killing me. Darkness shrouds my vision. All I can hear are the departed's murmurs. If you want me to kill so badly, I feel this indescribable, overwhelming urge to kill. My consciousness is fading. Why? Why is she? On the floor. Bugs. There's a large swarm of bugs. The bloody body is covered in bugs. You heard my wish, dear husband. You killed she who was closest to you. Thank you, dear husband. Don't tell me I was controlled by the departed. Yep, I was controlled by the departed. It happened again. Even when I chose all of the options to not murder her, intently. I don't know why I even tried to do it. He does such a better job than me. I flee from the clock tower. All right. I roam about aimlessly with the crowbar in hand. I was being controlled and attacked the spirit in front of me. But it wasn't a spirit, it was Michiho. Even though my eyes saw the departed. Alright, so I'm gonna once again cut a bunch of stuff out and bring you guys back in what I believe is the next section that needs to be done for us to get the true ending. I'll see you then. Good morning. Ohio. Did you get some good sleep? No, I was just spacing out. I couldn't sleep at all. I'd actually be more surprised if you could, given what happened. I know, right? Oh, yeah, are you hungry? I made a light breakfast using the stuff I found in your kitchen. Sorry for not asking you first. Eat it. Thanks, Doryu. I'll eat it. No problem. Sorry that this is all I can do, but at least I can help in a small way. I eat brunch together with Doryu. I've been in a very bad shape due to a combination of lack of sleep and fatigue. Even chewing this food is a chore for me, but I manage for Doryu. And lastly, I force myself to gulp down some coffee. Doryu stayed in the guest room last night. I figured things would turn out bad if she wasn't at her dorm in the morning. When I asked her about it, she said she'd already received permission to stay out by lying that one of her relatives had collapsed. It's a lie that only someone who had the trust of the dorm manager would be able to get away with. By the way, yesterday you said you found an old book in the clock tower. What happened to that book? Oh. I picked up the old book that's been sitting on my desk. It's just an ordinary book, written in ordinary black letters. There's no signs of the word kill in bright red text like I saw yesterday. Must have been another one of the departed's illusions just for me. Can you read it? I can skim through it, but it'll be hard for me to fully understand without time and research. But it's related to the departed, so we've got no choice but to read it, right? Shall we try our best to decipher it? My grades in classic literature are pretty good. I'm confident I can be of some help. Let's give it a shot then. Doryu and I put our heads together and try to make some sense out of the old book. However, my idled and wearied mind is unable to focus, and I don't feel like I'm making much progress. I bet Doryu is feeling the same. She almost dozes off in her seat. Despite our less than stellar effort, we managed to learn some new things. In the past, M-Town apparently used to worship two gods. And again, I'm going to cut because this is all going to be redundant for quite some time, and I'll bring you back. She actually came today, but she had to leave early because she was feeling under the weather. Her face was really pale, and even standing upright seemed to cause her an immense amount of pain. It's looking like she must have been possessed by a spirit as well. While Mr. Konoha and the students don't look so good, they don't seem to be suffering as much as Sakamoto. Maybe the spirits are affecting everyone differently. Goodness, maybe some malicious disease is spreading on our campus. Our school really is cursed. Well, yes. That's why you hired me. I leave the faculty room after saying goodbye to Mr. Konoha. He looked rather worried. Okay, and I'm bringing you guys back in. So I find myself here once again. A clock tower with a clock that has stopped moving. Inside this tower, Michio is... Let's go, Mr. Bilicium. Yeah. The door's half opened. That means we can go inside. Makes me feel like this is the departed's work. Are you sure about this, Doryu? I can hear the sound of Doryu trying to steady herself. What's going through her mind right now? Tension, or is it fear? In any case, her gaze is fixed forward. I'm ready. All right, let's go. Ugh. There's no trace of Michio's corpse in the clock tower. There's nothing left on the floor. There's neither trace of blood nor the giant insects. Mr. Bilicium? I knew it. The departed disposed of her corpse. I guess so, yeah. Michio. Stumbling on her feet, Doryu walks toward the area where Michio collapsed. She then turns around to me and begins to speak. Michio was the best friend I ever had. She might have seemed selfish to you, but she was actually a really caring person. Even when she decided to be the student council vice president, she only did it to help me out. She didn't even really want to be a student council member. Were you two friends for a long time? Yes, we were friends even before we entered kindergarten. Our parents are close. Both of us are only children, so we became friends quickly. Because both of us wanted to have siblings, we often played sisters. I'd play the stubborn, fussy older sister, while she'd be the sloppy yet kind young sister. She continues rambling until her voice gradually fades. I bet even Doryu herself has no idea what she's saying right now. It's not the time for action. It's time to just be there for her and listen. I nod silently. I shared everything with Michio. My hobbies, my future, dreams, the troubles I hid from other people, even my crush. Listen to me, Mr. Bilicium. Michio loved you. What? Did you realize her feelings? Vaguely? I knew it. She's usually pretty direct when it comes to showing her feelings. It's only been a few weeks since we first met. Time is irrelevant. It's all about the event that made her fall for you. What event? Didn't you compliment her hair before? She believed it was fate that there was someone who could see our curse other than the two of us. But I'm a teacher and she's a student. So, you think that's weird? Yeah, it's not very common. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. 5 years ago at this school, there was a tragic love story between a teacher and his students. She must be referring to Rei Kashima and Sosuke Hirose from the art club. She probably heard it from Michio. Love can bloom regardless of your situation. It doesn't matter whether the love is accepted or not. Love, huh? I might be insensitive at times, but I think I understand the kind of love Doryu is talking about. It's a feeling young girls often consider precious. However, I am an adult and a teacher, albeit a temporary one. Although they might think they have adult feelings, Michio and Doryu are children. At the end of the day, it is my responsibility to keep them that way. I can't accept those feelings, Doryu. Is that so? I'm relieved to hear that. You're still the same as ever. A teacher who harbors romantic feelings for their students is the worst. Doryu gives me a mischievous smile. Was this some kind of a test? It's not like I want you to accept her feelings. I just want you to recognize Michio's love. I think that's what she wanted too. Doryu. Her love remained a bud until the end. It never had a chance to bloom. But now that you finally realize her feelings, I believe maybe her soul can rest a bit easier. Thank you, Mr. Bilicium. Woo! We survived! All right. And once again, we are going to be cutting, and I will bring you back for hopefully the next segment that needs to be done so that we can have a truly good ending. So as you can see, we entered the forest and we did not come across Sakamoto. So we did it correct. Hooray! Again, I will basically cut out everything else because I don't believe anything changes now moving forward. All right, we just defeated the departed. What? What is this? I hear the sound of a bell. But why? The departed should be gone. What should I do? Ignore it and leave. Okay, return to the clock tower. Don't tell me. Are they calling me? When I return to the clock tower, the bell stops ringing. The departed's ending has been added to the spirit file. The departed ending. The vengeful Miyamura sisters who took Michio and Doryu's bodies were the culprits. They long for a happy marriage with their chosen groom, even after death. While I can't be their real husband, I hope the red thread and lipstick were enough to fulfill their wishes. The girls in my vision were school age. Were they able to wash away some of their resentment after experiencing some of their stolen youth? As a spirit doctor, I'd like to believe I set them free from their curse. I hope their smiles before they fade is an answer to my question. Mikiko Muramura, Michio Muramura have been added to the character files. Nice. So we're even getting more goodies and stuff because we're doing the extended or the true good ending. There's nothing strange on the first floor. Maybe it's coming from upstairs. I hear the sound of someone on the ladder coming from above. Someone's climbing down from the third floor to the second. Oh, God. Give me a break. This should be over already. The sound then moves to the first floor. And what comes down from above is... No way. You gotta be kidding me. Himiko, Doryu. Michio, Kinakawa. It can't be. The departed soul should have been saved. Both of you shouldn't be here. Who are you? Interesting. After that, I bring the two confused girls back to the infirmary. And then, together with Yusoka and Mashita, who survived being attacked by the departed, I ask the girls what happened. It's an informative conversation. They're the real Doryu and Michio, not the departed. Neither of them know how they ended up in the clock tower. Their memories stop in August when their bodies were stolen by the departed. In short, to both of them, we're complete strangers. This is the first time we've ever met. After a while, Mr. Konoha finally arrives. He seems pretty confused after hearing about the situation. But when he discovers the two students are alive, a gentle, relieved smile widens across his face. He clutches my hands and profusely thanks me over and over again. I ask Mr. Konoha to take care of Doryu and Michio, and then I leave the infirmary. Both of them seem like they're genuinely the real girls. However, why do they still have that mark and the white hair? I mention it to Yusuka and Masha as we're heading out. Oh, really? I didn't see it, though, and I doubt they can see it. Yusuka thinks for a moment. Both of them have been controlled by the departed for a long time. I wouldn't be surprised if traces of the departed still remain in their bodies. I don't like the sound of that at all. Is there anything I can do? Let me see. I guess you should probably not talk to them. Huh? If the departed really was saved, the mark and white hair will eventually disappear. But if they meet you, the departed's remnants might stir again. Nothing good will come of that. Your best course of action would be not to meet them. Do you understand? Yes. Thank you, Bilicium. This case is over. There's no need for you to talk with them again. Besides, it's not like they know you either. That's true. How crazy is that? I wonder what happened that caused this surprising outcome. I have no way of knowing. This is a matter that surpasses human comprehension. I don't really mind not knowing, though. The most important thing is that they're alive and well, even if they have lost their memories. Let's just celebrate that miracle. Ooh, the end of chapter 7. That is really cool that we can save everyone officially. All right, so I'm going to skip credits and yes, please save my progress. A week has passed since that night. Mushi Mushi! It's me, Suji Daemon. How are you feeling, Bilicium? That should be my line. Are you still in K Hospital? No, I was discharged 2 days ago. I've mostly recovered. Mr. Konoha told me some stuff. I thought you might be curious to hear what he had to say, so I just wanted to phone you up and share it with you. Damon proceeds to tell me what happened at Konohara Academy after the case. Even though the departed was now gone, that didn't change the fact that 4 students went missing in a short period of time. Mr. Konoha will resign from his position to take responsibility for the disappearances. It's a shame, since this wasn't really his fault, but he doesn't seem to have any regrets. Damon was also given the first headmaster's journal that a relative of Mr. Konoha found at their home. He said there were some interesting things written in it, so he'd bring it by sometime. And about Doryu and Kinakawa, in the end, the police didn't pursue the case per the wishes of the parents and the school. They've been resting and recuperating in the dorm. They're doing well. They also have been speaking to a counselor, though we haven't seen any particularly unusual behavior. That's a relief. What about the 2 months of memory they lost? They've been diagnosed with memory impairment. They don't remember either of us. That's for the best. If they remember us, that'll only rebuild connections to the departed. Everything's good as long as they're alive. I understand that feeling now. If only you were a doctor. Damon. 2 souls who should have been claimed were saved. As a spirit doctor, you should be proud of your work. Thanks. I'll come visit you soon. I still need to hand off the journal. Let's have some drinks. Invite Hiru and Mashita as well. Catch you later, Bilicium. How fascinating. Whew. Knowing those 2 are safe and sound is more than enough for me. I simply hope they're able to enjoy a normal, mundane life they led before the departed shattered their worlds. Who's showing up at my place at this time of night? My computer training with Etta is tomorrow, if I remember correctly. Is it Damon already? When I open the front door... Oh no! No, you guys have to go. Goodbye. Michio and Doryu are standing in front of me. How is this possible? Sorry for visiting you this late. You're Bilicium, right? Thank you for saving us the other day. Oh, yeah. What brings you here? There's something we want to ask you. It's about our lost memories. Memories? We heard some things from our friends in the dorm. They said Michio and I were helping you out a lot recently. Is that true? We have no idea since we lost our memory. A slip of the tongue might prove catastrophic here, so I opt to stay silent. To tell you the truth, lately there's been this strange feeling lingering in the back of our minds. We wanted to figure out what it was since we think it might have something to do with our memory loss. A strange feeling. Yeah, so like, I've always been into frogs, but out of nowhere I've come to love bugs. And that's weird. Michio touches her butterfly earrings when she says that. This is definitely something caused by a remnants of the departed, so our fears were true, it seems. Well, what are you gonna do if you regain your memory? What if you learn those missing memories aren't as blissful as you think? Still, we still want them back. I knew it. I can't portray my emotions, but internally, I'm smiling wryly. 5 months ago, I also went in search of memories that I had lost. I understand their need to know more than they realize, but I can't support their effort. This is what's best for them and everyone else. Sorry, but there's nothing I can share with you. Besides, doesn't your dorm have a curfew? You'd better go home. We break the curfew all the time. That doesn't bother us. And I also broke the curfew when we were inspecting the M-Town shop. Huh? What? What am I saying? Inspecting the M-Town shop? That's our memories from the departed commandeered, their bodies slowly resurfacing as they speak with me. This is the worst case scenario. I can't afford to waste any more time with these politeness. I don't feel like talking anymore. Go home, Kinakawa, Doryu. What? Wait a minute. I feel like I remember something. No, get out of here now. But, just let it go, Michio. Oh no. Huh? Well, shit. Tensions got high, and in that moment, I let something slip. Did you just call me Michio? Kinakawa! That's not how you speak to me. Call me Michio. Didn't you promise me that, Mr. Bilicium? Oh, fuck. Don't tell me that. Yes, I remember everything now. I turned into the departed, didn't I? What in the world are you talking about, Michio? Not just me, but Himi as well. Come on, you remember it too, Himi. The love we had when we were the departed? Love? Oh, Doryu. No way. Was I the departed? I remember everything, even when we went to the clock tower together. No way. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. I can't believe how easily they regain their memories as the departed. Defeated and crestfallen, I accept that there's nothing more that can be done. It's too late for regrets. That being said, the best way forward now is to support them and try and steer them toward the right path. How? What if the departed is just gonna wake up? Do we kill them? Do we cut their heads off? How do we handle this situation? The girls quietly drink the coffee I brew for them. Okay, or we offer them coffee. Maybe we don't cut their heads off. It's your second time making us coffee, huh? Brewed coffee really is much better than the instant ones. It's really delicious, Mr. Bilicium. You don't have to call me that. I'm not your teacher anymore. It's a habit I can't seem to shake, even if I was only doing it while I was controlled by the departed. Same. They seem to be a lot more relaxed now. They certainly have an amazing ability to adapt to what life has thrown them. Seeing how Michio just accepted that she was suddenly a bug lover, I guess they must have prepared themselves to roll with whatever they'd learn after regaining their memories. Now, Doryu, Michio, there's a few things I'd like to ask you. Do you mind? Sure, go ahead. You're probably curious about a few things that we can answer, right? Just ask away, don't hesitate. We also want you to know about the departed's memories. We won't have peace of mind unless we do that. Let's just work from the top down, I guess. Ask about their health. How are you two feeling? Same as usual. If anything, I feel much more refreshed now. It feels like the fog in my head has cleared up. I'm worried about this white hair, though. It stands out way too much. You can see it? Yep, same with the mark on Himi's face. I guess it's supposed to be the departed's mark or something. Yeah. Just from piecing things together, the Miyamura sisters had bruises resembling mold all over their bodies. Their hair lost the color as they became more corpse-like. The mark in hair must have originated from the pitiful demise of the two sisters. Damn, this sucks. Hope my hair will go back to normal. Stop complaining, Michio. It's already a miracle that we're even still alive. Yeah, you're right. Okay, departed memories. How much of the departed's memories can you recall? Not everything. I guess we pretty much remember the most unforgettable moments. So do you still have their painful memories? Yes. But we don't feel any negative emotion from them because you saved their souls. The painful stuff they experienced in the past just feels like a story or a movie now. I heave a sigh of relief. If the loathing the brides felt during the wedding ceremony somehow remained in both of them, their psyches would have been crushed under that weight. Except for the painful memories, I still pretty much remember how I felt about some stuff. Like how I love bugs and the departed's love for you. Michio. There's no point in hiding it anymore, Himi. And it's not like we can do anything about it, because this feeling belongs to the departed. You have a point. You know, this is all thanks to the departed. I'm afraid I don't understand what you mean. You saved the departed's soul. During their final moments, they gave us our bodies back. Oh, okay. But why though? That's something I learned from the departed's memories. It's a pretty strong feeling. They were grateful to you and they wanted you to know it. Like they really, really wanted you to know it. The departed felt grateful to me. You might find this suspicious, but do you know why we were able to get our lives back? It's because the departed was completely smitten by you. At least that's what I believe. Love created a true miracle. I don't know how to feel about all of this. I guess it means that all the struggles I had to go through to act as their husband were worth it in the end. Wow. By the time I finish asking all my questions, it's gotten pretty late. Okay, you guys should leave now. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to us, Mr. Bilicium, and for the coffee as well. I truly enjoy the rich smell now, as well as the complex bitter notes layered behind the creaminess and sweetness. Such a refined, acquired taste. I'll get you back to your dorms. It's already late. I'll try to talk to your dorm manager about the curfew breaking as well. No need to mind that. Of course we have to. Duh. Thank you very much, Mr. Bilicium, and I'm sorry for everything. I have no idea how these memories are going to affect you. So if you start feeling something strange or weird, you make sure to contact me, got it? Understood. I might come here even if I have no business, though. I want to drink your delicious coffee. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. We can't be friends. Please leave. Both Michio and Duryu were saved. It remains unknown why the departed saved them, both though. Although they said the departed was grateful to me, I doubt that. This is just a hunch, but the departed might have entrusted both their memories and love to those two girls. The dead do not only leave behind resentment. There are also times when their hopes and dreams linger on as well. Even if it was something the departed decided on, a whim, it doesn't change the fact that those two girls are alive and breathing. Somehow my actions were able to save lives that were impossible to save. A spirit doctor who saves both the living and the dead? If I can be the light for those who are trapped in darkness, then I will be the spirit doctor, and I will reach out my hand to them. Oh, so that's the true ending. And I kept thinking there was gonna be a terrible twist where like the two end up reverting back into The Departed and I don't know, eat my face off in my own mansion. The character The Departed has been added to the gallery. Nice. Ho ho ho. That is very exciting. All right, now